Hey everybody, how's it going? So back with more Moto Madness compilation videos. If you like the content I'm putting out and reacting to these, please give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't really matter. And also hit that notification bell so you can be notified for when I am doing these. And also if you could help the channel out, because this is kind of my job doing various videos, that maybe you visit the Amazon affiliate link in my description and do your normal shopping, cost you nothing extra. I would appreciate that. So let's take a look. Looks like we're overseas by the structure, and it says Husky Supermotard 610S. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen. Coasting. Car turns. That doesn't seem like a big deal. He does a U-turn. Okay. That's fine. It's hard to tell where this is. This might be in the U.S., just more of a more historical area, city. Yeah. Cop. Cop's kind of going over the line there. City of Bethlehem. Okay. Well, if you keep looking at the cop like that, you know, stuff might occur. I'd probably turn into that parking lot and ditch behind the building if I was worried that the cop was going to turn around, and the cop would just go by and it wouldn't be a big deal. Okay, cop didn't see you do a U-turn, so that's fine. I don't know why you are. I don't know why he's not stopping if he doesn't have a plate or what the deal is. Let's make charges worse. I wouldn't have stopped in the middle of the road if I was legal. I would have probably went up and stopped. Been like, it was unsafe there as per the GoPro on a corner, even if the speed limits are slow. Okay, now we're to a rider, big group of traffic here. One of these, let's go out, ride our ATV and our illegal bikes on the city streets. So I don't have high hopes for this video other than it being entertaining. Doing U-turns, intersection, riding wherever they want. They don't care. They know it's hard for them to get caught. Running red lights. Continuing. Cops can't get everybody, right? So this is not that big of a group, though. Some of them you see, there are hundreds. Look, going on oncoming traffic. Luckily, it's a city with these speed limits, and there's probably like 35 miles an hour.
We have some
But still.
bad news for the HP2 Sport. It is apparently a pullover magnet from Officer Perez. I have not ridden this bike since probably October, maybe September was the last time I rode this bike. And when I rode this bike last time, I actually was pulled over by Officer Perez out in Napa on Silverado Trail. So he just passed me
On several of the trails, I think he means like roads, rural roads. They're not trails.
Apparently I was doing 72 in a 50, and so he just passed me and turned around and pulled me over. And the first thing that came out of his mouth was, "I remember pulling you over on Silverado Trail a few months ago."
Oh, it must be name of a road or something.
And I said, what's funny is that, and he said, "And I gave you a warning." And I was like, well, the funny part is that I haven't ridden the bike since then. And crazy enough that, I'm, I've got all these bikes, and well, you guys see some of the things that I do. And
You see some of the things I do. Well, then if you get a ticket, pay up, because, as they would say, count your blessings.
well, today is not going as planned at all. I guess I'm not going to be riding the HP2 Sport much anymore because, yeah, fucking crazy.
Well, how about this? You don't drastically speed on the motorcycle. You know, I'm just saying now. The bike is not making you push the motorcycle.
It's a 2010 BMW HP2 Sport.
All right, so I still cut you a break on the speed, all right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
65 and a 55 instead of 82, which was your actual speed.
Thank you.
Signature in the red box there for me. You're not seeing
Did he say 65 and a 55?
If you disagree with the ticket, you're more than welcome to contest it in court.
Okay.
You will receive
Seems like the cop's professional.
2 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
Going to give you an explanation.
Totally the rider's fault, though. You know?
Did I give you back your license?
No.
No? There's your copy. Give me
Thank you.
There's your license right there.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Questions?
Nope.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Well, you know, going fast, you're going to go fast, you're going to play the game, you're eventually going to get a ticket, but you got to look at it positively. Like, you know, I did drastic speeds 10 times prior and I got stopped this time. Well, you know, you basically got a free, for some free play with your game of riding fast the previous time, so you got a ticket, you know? It's just how it is. Go court, plead. Maybe if you have a clean record, the first ticket's going to be pretty easy to get rid of. If it's your second or third, maybe a little harder, but you can still get it reduced. And depending where you're at, a lot of courts, you walk in, and basically when you meet with the kid to haggle, because it's usually like a intern lawyer, at least it is in Colorado Springs, you're haggling with them, and they will, you know, they'll do something because they don't want to waste the court's time with all these cases. Their whole goal is to offer you something, so you just pay and leave. And if you say you want to go to court, stick to it and say, hey, I'll go to trial, and they still might offer you something to, you know, we don't need this clog in the courts, and get you out of there, right? So just play the game. Cops ahead, watch how they take control. Wow. Hey, you know, but totally different country. That's what they do. So be thankful in the U.S. This is not how you're typically treated. Key word is typically. Not saying it has never been done. We've seen where cops have taken keys, but it's not a common thing. The funny part is, I mean, if you really wanted to continue, you could have like swerved, but you saw there's a plate on the front of the bike, a plate on the rear of the bike. You can see the bracket. That's how I know. It's funny countries that where you have to have the plate on the front also of motorcycles. Cop takes the keys. Okay, here we go. So it does look like the U.S. See if we catch any plates. California. So I would say it's probably California. Okay, well, you know, they have issues out there with people running, so. Rider gets over to the right. Gets over to the right. Can't tell. What's this here? Oh. Cops telling him to pull over. He's complying. Yeah, not hearing me. Yeah, a lot of trash. Trash and stuff. He's obeying orders, so if somebody's obeying orders, I don't think it's a big deal. If you want to make the cop real at ease that you're not going to run, I mean, turn off the bike immediately, take the key out, and drop it on the ground. I mean, it's easy to pick back up, right? But that way, the cop's assured, like, oh, well, he's not going to run.
swear, dude. So when I...
Oh, he just asked for the key. He didn't, like, take the key. He's handing him the key. Okay, I mean, that seems pretty reasonable, just in case. But if a guy already pulled over and put his kickstand down and did all that and turned off the bike, and and took the key out, he's probably not going to run. He would have already ran because it's heavy traffic. He probably could have got away, right?
lit you up, why'd you go all the way to the fast lane and then try to dart over?
I was just going to lane split, man.
Alright, so when you heard me curve...
Yeah, I mean, the rider did kind of, got to the left and then came back all the way right. Like, why did you have to go through all that? I mean, you didn't really get that much further ahead than anyone else. You could have just moved over right because it looked like you wanted the right lane anyways. Or that you were zigzagging in and out of traffic, which is not a good thing to do. That's... The more time you change lanes, the more opportunity you have to get in a wreck. Whether you're in a car, on a bike, it's best to pick a lane and, kind of stay there. I much prefer seeing people stay in a lane than go back and forth, always trying to get ahead, and then they always fall behind you, it seems, because they end up picking a lane with somebody slow or a truck or whatever. And then we all get it to the same location at the same time.
So at whatever point you didn't hear my sirens go off prior to the exit of Cesar Chavez.
I didn't, I swear.
So when I chirped it, you didn't hear that at all.
When I heard you, I
it to the number one lane.
I honestly would probably not be able to hear. The officer assuming that the rider has impeccable hearing is wrong. I mean, I ride dirt bikes. My hearing has degraded. And I might not hear you on the road either with all the other traffic noise, wind noise, helmet on, engine running. I might not hear it either. I might be like, what was that? And not think much about it.
when I heard you, I pulled over.
And he did. He pulled over. So you can't really say, well, how far? When you get lit up by the police, you're allowed to pick a safe location. And then that's left up to interpretation. So if you did not feel that was a safe location, if you did not feel this was a real officer, like an unmarked vehicle, you don't have to immediately pull over. That's a falsehood. If you do not feel, especially on a motorcycle, that shoulder is safe, that area is safe, you don't have to immediately pull over. The thing is, he pulled over. He did pull over. So what? So the officer had to stay behind him for a little bit longer. It wasn't like the rider sped up and did a bunch of crazy maneuvers to get away. I mean, that's proven with this GoPro footage. At no time did he go such drastic speed. You could say in court that, hey, this rider was trying to flee and elude us. No. I mean, if you're going close to the other car's speed there, you're just riding. And to think you can see everything in those motorcycle mirrors, then you don't ride because you can't.
Whatever, give me your license.
Whatever. And look, he has those little bar mirrors.
I'm going over 100 just to catch up on you.
Went over 100 to catch up. So unless we're missing something completely in this video, I mean, that would be a lie. Why would the officer have to do 100? And how did he do 100 in that traffic? He didn't. So he was given a lame ticket of illegal lane change, which I guess him kind of going in and out of traffic, you could say, yeah, but that was just a ticket to write something for in hopes that he just pays it. If he shows a court on that, I highly recommend, whether you drive a car or ride a motorcycle, show to court, and there's a good chance that they drop that, or I don't know if illegal lane change would be a point violation. If it's a point, change it to a non-point offense. It's amazing what they'll do at court just showing up, because again, they don't want to clog the system.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, just stay here.
But this cop, I mean, this GoPro footage, unless there was more, could show like, okay, yes, I went to the left and then went to the right, but you could also say that was a proper pass too. I passed the person that was going slow in front of me, got over, went around, moved back to the right, still maintained the legal speed. And, if I'm maintaining the speed in the far right lane and it happens to be passing people that are in the middle lane, you know, that's on them. I mean, I'm going the legal speed. I mean, I'm allowed to go around. I don't have to slow down just because they're going slow.
No.
No, you're good?
No. I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
The bike registered to you?
Yes, sir.
Take off the helmet just off the...
Okay, so different video. So Honda CR250. So Dublin biker. So we're in the UK. It's a two-stroke. It is plated. Nice. I bet that's hard to get plated over there. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the description. Or description in the comments. Not the description. Let me know in the comments how hard it is to plate a bike over there in Europe. In the UK especially. I believe that's where this is. So I'm guessing Dublin is for Dublin. Yeah, he's going pretty quick, but it's hard to tell with the footage. Not making enough turns. If you're worried that there's a cop behind you, not that I'm condoning fleeing or eluding, but if you worried and you are riding somewhat dirty or you were speeding, make a few turns, people. The chances of them finding you are pretty slim, especially in a city. There's so many alleys and what have you. Just make some turns.
How you doing, all right?
Garda.ie. Oh, maybe. Is it not the
It's only
UK?
third gear, literally about 35 max. It just sounds loud, it's not fast. Yeah. Lost me bleeding red plate there as well. Huh? It's insured.
Shouldn't be on a public road. Oh. Yeah, 'cause it's a two-stroke.
Yeah, insured. It's 2 days ago. No. That's how many had to convert it, literally. Just pulling against the wall, yeah?
Well, I guess you can convert a two-stroke over there, but it looks like you would get hassled. So, is it one of those things? You know, you have to weigh the benefit and the cost of being hassled versus the enjoyment you're going to get. $60. Okay. Oh, that's a cop. Yeah, that's a charger. Unmarked. Going 53 to 60 we saw. Now you sped up to 75. Just because somebody else blew by you. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if he gets pulled over, I hate the cops that do that.
That wasn't undercover. Damn. Good thing I didn't blow past them.
Nice. It's always fun watching somebody else get the ticket, you know, take one for the team. But he wasn't really doing anything. He did speed up because the car went by. And that's also kind of human nature. You kind of start speeding because you think you're going slow, and then you realize, wait, no, I'm now going way over the speed limit. But yeah, so don't know if he sped up purposely or not. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and get out there if you have those two wheels and ride. It's a lot of fun. But if you're just a driver, you're in that car, truck, semi, you have a little better understanding of how a rider is viewing some of this. And a lot of these riders are at fault. It's just the nature of the game, it seems, with GoPros nowadays. So anyways, take care of you all and have a good one and stay safe, my friends. Bye.